friends, welcome back to arithmetic progression again. Today in this session we are going to solve some important questions of arithmetic progression which are frequently asked in last few years. So the previous session we have discussed about how to find out the nth term of an AP and what is the sum of an nth term, sum of all nth terms. So on that basis we are going to solve these questions. Okay, our first question is the first term of an AP is P and the common difference is Q. Find the 10th term of an AP. This 10th term is the nth term. It can be any term, but in this question the question is asking the 10th term of an AP. So we will apply the formula of nth term of an AP. To find out the nth term, the formula is an is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d, which we have discussed in our last session. This is the formula of nth term of an AP. How to find out the nth term? So this n is 10. A10 is equals to, the first term is A. So the first term is P plus n minus 1 into D. Here n is 10 and D is Q, which is given in the question. So A10 is equals to P plus 10 minus 1 is 9 and Q is as it is. So the 10th term of this AP is P plus 9Q. This is the short answer type question, but this is the basic concept how to find out the nth term of an AP. Now our next question is the sum of 4 consecutive numbers in AP is 32. We have discussed in our last session that sum of n numbers is Sn is equals to n by 2 into a plus an or a plus l. An is the last term, so it can be denoted as L also. This is the sum of n terms. Formula is n by 2 into a plus an. Okay, what is an? A plus n minus 1 into d. The sum of 4 consecutive numbers in an AP is 32. Sum is 32 of 4 consecutive numbers. Now we have to find out the numbers. One condition is also given. The ratio of product of first and last term to the product of two middle terms is 7 by 15. Question is saying that the ratio of first and last term, the terms which will be letting out, we will assume 4 terms. The product of first and last term divided by product of two middle terms is 7 by 15. Total terms are 4. Product of 2 divided by product of these two middle terms is 7 by 15. So students, let us take the numbers. We will assume 4 consecutive numbers like a minus 3d, comma a plus d, a minus d, a plus d, comma a plus 3d. We have assumed these 4 terms because minus 3 plus 3d minus 3d and plus 3d will be cancelled out when we sum these 4 terms. Minus d and plus d will be cancelled out. Plus 3d and minus 3d will also be cancelled out. So the sum of these 4 consecutive numbers, the first term is this, second is this, third is this, and fourth term is this. When we sum these 4 terms, what will be the output? The sum is 32, equals to 32. the sum of these four terms will be 4a. A, 4a, because these are cancelled out. Minus 3d plus d minus d and plus 3d will be cancelled out. So 4a is equals to 32. We have assumed these terms because we have to take d part also. Common difference should be also mentioned in the terms. That's why we have taken, but they will be cancelled out. So it will not make any difference. A is equals to 32 by 4. So the value of A we can find out easily, that is 8. We have found out the value of A. A is equals to 8. The terms are A minus 3D, A minus D, A plus D and A plus 3D. While adding these four terms, we have found out the value of A. Now in next step, we will write the condition which have been already mentioned in the question. Our condition is the product of first and last term. What are our terms? Our four consecutive numbers are A minus 3D, comma, A minus D, comma, A plus D, comma, A plus 3D. So the product of first and last term to the product divided by product of two middle terms is 7 by 5. 7 by 15, sorry. Okay. So A minus 3D into first term into last term. A minus D into A plus D. Product of middle terms is equals to 7 by 15. Now we will solve this and we can easily find out the value of D. After finding the value of D, we will put the value of A and D, and from that we can easily find the numbers. Okay, so this will be A square minus 3D square, 3D ka whole square, 3D whole square, A square minus D square is equals to 7 by 15. What is the value of A? 8. 8 square is equals to 64. 64 minus 9D square upon 64 minus D square is equals to 7 by 15. Okay, students. After cross multiplication, we will get, now we will cross multiply 15 into 64 minus 9D square is equals to 7 into 64 minus D square. Okay, 64 into 15 is equals to 960 minus 135 D square is equals to 448 minus 7D square. Okay, 15 into 64 is 960, 7 into 64 is 448. Now we will solve this. 960 minus 448. This 448 will be in the right hand side. We will take this 135D square in the right hand side and minus 7D square as it is. After this, we will get 512 is equals to 218 D square. D square will be 512 upon 218. This will be 2 because 218 is 2 times of 218 is 4. 512 divided by 218 will be equal to 4. So D is equals to under root of 4 is equals to plus or minus 2. D can be positive 2 or it can be negative 2. Now we will put the value of D and A in this. Okay students. So let us put these values. In our 4 consecutive numbers. What is A? A minus 3D, comma A minus D, comma A plus D, comma A plus 3D. What is A? 8 minus 3 into 2. We are taking positive 2. Okay. 8 minus 2, comma 8 plus 2, comma 8 plus 3 into 2. So our numbers are 8 minus 6 is equals to 2, comma 6, comma 10, comma 14. Okay students, these are our numbers of our arithmetic progression 2, 6, 10 and 14.